You're sitting side by side, chatting, enjoying a moment. Then, accidentally, her hand grazes yours. Was it truly an accident or something more? Women have a secret language of touch, and when she touches you like this, it might just mean she wants more than a casual conversation. In today's video, we're about to decode those small, seemingly innocent touches that could change everything. If you're wondering whether that accidental touch means anything, stick around, because we're diving deep into the unspoken signals that could reveal her true feelings. Scene 1. The oops moment, the lingering touch. Have you ever felt the brush of her arm against yours, or her hand grazing yours when you're both reaching for the same thing? And that fleeting moment, when it wasn't rushed, wasn't apologetic, but rather lingering for just a second longer than it should have? You see, accidental touches are not always random. In fact, they might be planned. And when it lingers, just for a moment, it's often a subtle invitation. She's testing the waters, seeing if you'll notice, if you'll respond. It's the perfect low-risk move. If you don't react, she can pretend it was nothing. But if you catch it, it's a green light. Think about this. You reach for the same bowl of chips and your hands meet. She smiles and casually says, "Oops," as if it's no big deal. But the way her hand doesn't pull back quickly says a lot. It's more than just a clumsy accident. It's an invitation to get closer. Scene 2. The friendly fix-up, intent behind the touch. Now, imagine she's fixing something on you. Maybe a piece of lint on your shirt, a crooked tie, or she's brushing an eyelash off your face. Is she just being helpful? Or is there something more to it? When she adjusts something on you, it's more than a simple act of kindness. It's a socially accepted excuse to invade your personal space. It's a way to be close without seeming forward. Pay attention. Does she seem to enjoy the moment? Does she smile, make eye contact, maybe even blush? If she's casually fussing over your jacket, even when it's perfectly fine, chances are she's doing it because she wants that excuse to touch you. It's not just about the lint. It's about the closeness. Scene 3. The crowded space. Zero personal space. Ever been in a crowded space, like a bar or a concert, and felt her body press up against yours? Her shoulder brushes against yours, or her hand finds your arm for balance. In crowded spaces, it's easy to get close by accident, right? But here's the catch. If she stays close even when there's space for her to move, it's not a mistake. It's deliberate. She's comfortable with you, attracted to you, and she's using the crowded space to get a little closer without it looking intentional. It might look like this. "Wow, it's so crowded in here," she says, but her arm slides through yours, or her side keeps bumping into you. In reality, she probably doesn't mind at all. The crowd is her perfect cover for getting close without being obvious. Scene 4. The playful punch, flirting in disguise. And then there's the playful touch, the classic punch, or high five she gives you. You tease her, and suddenly, she punches your arm or taps you, all while laughing. It's lighthearted, but don't be fooled. These accidents are intentional. When she finds reasons to give you playful punches, fist bumps, or compares your hand size, it's her way of creating physical familiarity. It's socially acceptable. It's non-romantic on the surface. But in reality, it's a sign of interest. If she's touching you like this repeatedly, she's likely building a connection and waiting for you to pick up on it. Scene 5. The real difference. When it's truly accidental. Now, let's be real. Sometimes a touch is truly accidental. She might bump into you while reaching for something, apologize quickly, and then move on with her day. If she keeps her distance after the incident, it's likely nothing more than a simple mistake. But if it keeps happening, if she keeps touching you in situations where she doesn't need to, and she doesn't pull away immediately, there's a strong chance it's not an accident at all. It's her way of telling you she's comfortable with you. maybe even interested. Scene 6. How to respond, the next step. The big question is, what do you do when she accidentally touches you? How do you respond if you think it's more than just a clumsy moment? The key is to react positively. If she brushes against your arm, don't flinch or pull away. Instead, maintain the touch just slightly. Even guide her through the crowd with a soft hand on her back. Let her know that you're comfortable with the closeness. If she punches you playfully, return the touch. Say, "Ow, that hurt," and gently grab her hand. Now you've turned that accident into a flirty moment. It's all about signaling that you're open to the connection. If you're interested, lean into it, both figuratively and literally. These small touches, they might be her way of saying, "I want to be closer to you." So the next time she accidentally touches you, pay attention. It's rarely just by chance. Whether it's the light brush that lingers, the playful tap, or the friendly fix-up, it's her way of breaking the touch barrier, inviting you in. Women are masters of nonverbal cues, and their subconscious often reveals what their words do not. Now that you understand the signals, don't let these small touches pass unnoticed. Respond with warmth, and before you know it, those accidental brushes could turn into something much deeper. End with a call to action. If you've experienced these moments, share your story in the comments. What do you think? Is it accidental? Or is she sending you a signal? Like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the subtle language of attraction. Scene 7. The subtle approach, when she's testing the waters. Let's dive deeper into those moments where the touch doesn't just linger, it lingers. In a way that tests the waters. Think of it like a subtle but intentional experiment. For instance, you're walking side by side and your arms brush against each other. A few times in a row, there's no apology, no immediate withdrawal, but each time she lets it linger a little longer. Is she just clumsy? Or is she building up the courage to see if you'll take the hint? The fact that she keeps getting closer without pulling away tells you something. She's not trying to avoid you. She's inviting you in. It's a kind of emotional vulnerability, where she's offering a little piece of herself through touch, hoping you'll meet her halfway. Pay attention to how she behaves when it happens repeatedly. Does she glance at you with a slight smile, waiting for your response? Maybe she doesn't say anything, but the body language says it all. She's testing you to see if you'll react, if you'll notice. Scene 8. The body language cues. It's not just the touch. What's happening with her body when these touches happen? Are her eyes sparkling when she brushes your arm? Is she facing you directly, her body angled toward you, creating an opening for more connection? Sometimes, the way she positions her body can be just as important as the touch itself. If she's making sure that her feet are pointing toward you, that her torso faces you, even in a group setting, she's signaling interest in a way that words can't convey. These are often signs that she's comfortable with you, and maybe even attracted to you. Keep your eyes open for these small body language cues that complement her physical touch. When you're talking, does she lean in a little closer than necessary? Does she maintain eye contact a bit longer than is typical? These subtle signals work together with her touch to create a bond, drawing you both into a more intimate space without crossing obvious lines. Scene 9. The conversation twist. When touches lead to deeper connection. As the night progresses and you engage in deeper conversation, notice how her touch evolves. At first, it may start with the casual brushes, the playful taps, and even the accidental touches. But if she's interested, she may begin to find more excuses to touch you in different, more personal ways. Imagine you're both sharing a funny story. As you laugh, she might gently tap your arm or place her hand on your knee. It's a small gesture, but it signals warmth, affection, and perhaps even a deeper emotional connection. It's no longer just about physical attraction. It's about creating emotional intimacy through touch. What's important here is to read the progression. If she moves from light touches to more purposeful ones, it's likely that she's feeling more connected to you. And the more you reciprocate, the more likely you are to build that bond. Scene 10. The subconscious signal. Her body wants you close. Now, let's take it one step deeper. Her subconscious is at work here. When a woman touches you like this, it's often her mind's way of saying, "I want to be close to you." But she might not be fully aware of it. She's not consciously thinking, "I want him to notice me," every time she touches you. Instead, her body is just naturally moving closer, wanting to connect with yours. When she allows the touch to last just a moment longer, it's almost like her body is asking for more. It's not about crossing boundaries. It's about creating space for you to take the next step. She's subconsciously signaling her desire for connection, both physically and emotionally. Scene 11. The playful flirting escalates. Her touch says, "I'm interested." Flirting often starts off with light-hearted touches, playful punches, accidental bumps. But what happens when it escalates? When that playful touch turns into her hand gently resting on your shoulder or your knee? Or when she moves even closer and her arm slides around your back as if by accident, but stays there just a moment? Too long? That, my friend, is no accident. It's a deliberate move to create more closeness and intimacy. The playful tone gives way to something deeper. This is the perfect opportunity to respond with the same level of engagement. Take a moment to mirror her energy. If she's testing the waters, it's your chance to show her you're open. Respond with a smile, a gentle touch back, or a playful comment that shows you're interested too. By doing so, you encourage her to keep going, reinforcing that the connection is mutual. Scene 12. The bold move, when she breaks the barrier. Sometimes the accidental touch can evolve into something more daring. She might take that step forward and break the physical barrier completely. Instead of the accidental brush, she might take your hand, wrap her arm around your waist, or lean in for a kiss on the cheek. This is when you know for sure the touch was never accidental. It was always intentional, and now she's taking it to the next level. She's ready to see if you'll meet her halfway. Conclusion: decoding the power of touch. Accidental touches, playful punches, and lingering brushes might seem innocent at first, but they're often loaded with meaning. Women use touch as a way to communicate feelings that words can't express. So, if you find yourself in a situation where she's touching you more than once and it's lingering a bit longer than it should, don't miss the signals. She's telling you something. She likes being close to you, she's comfortable with you, and if you respond positively, you might just find that those small touches turn into something much more meaningful. If you're interested, lean into the moment, and you might just find that the accidental touches lead to genuine connection.